watching him spar Dimitri Bivol, it just elevates our confidence for this fight because
This is Jonathan Aguiar, Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by trainer Joel Diaz here in Los Angeles. Big fight week for you and your team. Israil Madrimov taking on Terence Crawford this Saturday at BMO Stadium. Joel, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm looking forward to this event. You know, we worked very hard. We were looking forward to it since the first day they called the fight. So, you know, Israil Madrimov is just a fighter that is looking for the best fights and to prove who he is and what kind of a fighter he is. So the whole team, we're excited, we are motivated, and we're looking forward to Saturday night.
Joel, obviously Israil is the world champion heading into the fight, but it seems like he's the underdog in many people's eyes. Does it feel like he's got a point to prove on Saturday night, or is it just, you know, about defending his world titles?
Look, Israil Madrimov, you know, became a world champion not so long ago. Right now, the one who has a lot to prove is Terence Crawford. He's the one that has the pressure because, you know, Israil Madrimov, nobody knows who he is. Honestly, you know, and it's understandable. The majority of the fans, they don't know who Madrimov is. He has only 10 fights. He's a great fighter. So everybody's eyes are on Terence Crawford. You know, Terence Crawford fighting a guy that nobody knows. You know, everybody's expecting Crawford to go through this guy and break him and demolish him. You know? So I just feel like Terence Crawford has the pressure more than us. We're there to just perform and do our job and, you know, do what we do best.
That said, you know, Terence has been linked with the Canelo Alvarez fight next, should he win on Saturday night. Do you feel like there's any element that he might be looking past you at all?
You know, boxing is like that. This is a business. This is a sport. It's a business. And obviously, since nobody expects Israil Madrimov to be the winner that night, they're already making plans for Terence Crawford to fight Canelo. I mean, in my opinion, it's a ridiculous fight. Why? Because of the divisions. You know, I think Terence Crawford was a solid 140, 147. You know, moving up to 54, but moving up to 68 to fight Canelo Alvarez is more of a business fight. I mean, we know that Canelo's is strong and he's big comparing to Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is very smart, very skillful, great fighter, but, you know, we got to understand that weights are big factors. But, you know, they're looking past Israil Madrimov right now, understandable, you know, but you cannot make plans because Israil Madrimov is here not just to get in the ring and perform. He's here to win.
I remember when I covered Canelo against Dimitri Bivol, not a lot of people knew who Dimitri Bivol was, and there was a lot of talk about Canelo against Usyk and all these other guys. Do you think, says, you know, this could be the real breakout moment for Israil on Saturday night?
Most definitely, because Israil Madrimov, you know, he's coming up strong. He just needs that one fight. He just needs that opportunity of that one fight where people will know who he is. And I think this is it. I think this is the fight that is going to bring Israil Madrimov's name to the public and to the world. They're going to know who he is, you know, based on his performance Saturday night.
And, you know, do you feel the key factor is Crawford going up too much, or do you feel like just Israil is the better fighter than him?
Well, Israil is a great fighter. He's a solid 154-pounder. There's a lot of things, but, you know, you cannot underestimate Terence Crawford. He's been proven. He's proven to the whole world that he is by far one of the best fighters, you know, pound for pound. Just moving in division is just about, you know, how he's going to feel in a heavier division, in a higher weight. Also, you know, he's 36 years old, moving up to 154. Israil Madrimov is solid 154-pounder. So, you know, we're just here to perform. We're looking for the victory, obviously, and we know what we're getting into. We're going in the ring versus the pound-for-pound best fighter of this moment.
And, in your opinion, what's Israil's best quality as a fighter?
Israil Madrimov's best quality as a fighter is his discipline. I can tell you this kid is 99.9% disciplined in the sport. He's 100% boxing. And that's what you need. Those are the primary tools you need for performing at his best. I think Israil Madrimov, from beginning the camp, he gives himself 100%. He, besides being a smart fighter, very talented, he carries a punch. He's very unpredictable. He's very complicated. And I know that Terence Crawford adjusts round by round, but to adjust to Israil Madrimov is going to be a little complicated for him.
Just wondered, I saw, on social media it was put out of Israil and Dimitri Bivol sparring. I'm sure you were there to witness it. What was that like?
Well, at the point where Dimitri Bivol was training for Canelo, we were looking for sparrings, and Israil Madrimov was in camp. Based on the size, the height, and stuff like that. So he was helping Dimitri Bivol sparring. He was actually one of his primary sparring partners. And watching him spar Dimitri Bivol, it just elevates our confidence for this fight because, he looked great. And, throughout this camp, we focus on getting the best possible sparring partners. Obviously, we're not going to get anything similar to Terence Crawford, but we got a little bigger fighters, lefties with speed, skillful fighters, and we got some right-handers as well because we know that Terence Crawford can surprise you in any moment. He switches lefty and righty, and one of the keys to Israil Madrimov as well is that he switches too. He can fight you lefty, he can fight you righty. So that favors us. That's in our favor that we can adjust to any style.
Just on Bivol, obviously, you've worked with him and things like that. How do you see the fight with Beterbiev playing out?
It was a good fight. It was a good fight. Obviously, you're talking about Bivol's last fight, right?
No, I'm talking about Bivol against Beterbiev.
Oh, Bivol and Beterbiev. I think it's going to be a great fight. It's a fight that everybody's been waiting for because obviously nobody wants to fight Bivol and nobody wants to fight Beterbiev. So they're both going to clash. And it's going to be a great fight. It's going to play out really well. I think Bivol can dominate with his style, his footwork, and using his reach and distance. And Beterbiev can surprise you in any moment because he has a lot of power. He hits really hard with both hands. I know Bivol needs to be smart and be very, very smart the whole fight with his footwork and his distance and just, stick to his plan.
Just lastly, Joel, there's a big fight being rumoured about here in the States, Tank against Shakur Stevenson. How do you think that fight would play out?
Tank versus Shakur Stevenson. Honestly, you know what? Shakur Stevenson is a great, talented fighter, man. But, he doesn't give the fans what they want to see. They don't want. We want to see a fight, Obviously, he's very technical. He's one of those hit and don't get hit. I just think that Tank is going to have to work extra hard, try to catch him. But to me, honestly, it's gonna be a boring fight. A boring fight because Shakur doesn't engage much. He's very skillful with his feet and hands, but he doesn't engage to interact in combinations and punches. He's always moving, just hitting and moving. So I just think it's gonna be a boring fight, honestly. The last two fights that I've seen of Shakur Stevenson have been boring fights, man. I'm sorry.
Joel, you've got a fight tonight, Shakur Stevenson. Just quickly tell us about it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great fight. Shakur Stevenson is ready for tonight, and we're looking for a knockout tonight.
Joel, all the best. I'll let you get on with things, and I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
Cheers.